Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and the Restless 2-week spoilers for March 17th minus 28, 2025. See Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson swerves, Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland scared, and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer buckles as we head into these 2 weeks. Danielle Romolodi, Michael Graziade, and Summer Newman Allison Lanier are so relieved that Phyllis Summers Michelle Stafford is back free of her kidnapping ordeal. But Summer thinks she's still in danger because they have no idea who took her and Sharon Newman Sharon case captive. And of course, Phyllis wants to find the culprit, but Daniel doesn't want his mom involved in it and says just leave it to the cops. Phyllis lets them know she doesn't think this was Ian Wardray wise. But she says silver lining, she and Sharon worked through some of their things in captivity, and they seem to have put the past behind them. It's going to be bygones. I'm sure everybody will be glad not to be dealing with the Phyllis versus Sharon drama anymore. And Phyllis heads over to see Billy, interrupts him, and Sally, Spectre, Courtney, Hope, who were getting frisky. And Billy's girlfriend leaves to let them talk, which maybe she shouldn't because of the way things move once she goes. Phyllis tells Billy she really wants to focus on work. And she's crying on Billy's shoulder saying that he's the only one who can help her rebuild her life. Phyllis is so thankful that he was there to literally save her life because he and Nick swooped in with Chancellor Connor Floyd. And Billy tells her that Phyllis is the only person he wants to build Abbott communications with. That does not sound like good news to me for Sally Spectre because I think we all know Billy can't be trusted. Alan is very unhappy to find his fiancée Tracy with his phone in her hand. And when she sees all the alerts, which of course are the security system at Havenhurst where he was holding Phyllis and Sharon captive, Alan tries to play it off and says his phone was hacked and he keeps getting these nonsense alerts. But then Tracy catches him in a lie because he texted her earlier despite him saying he hasn't really been using his phone. And of course, this is not Alan, this is Martin Christopher Cousins. So he starts distracting Tracy with wedding talk and he wants them to pack up and go to Paris to look at venues. And really, I think what he wants is to get away from the scene of the crime. Nick Newman Joshua Morrow is so excited to have Sharon back safe and sound. She wants to take control of her life and just put this whole ordeal past her, and Sharon tells Nick that she and Phyllis both think that the kidnapper is someone that they know well because they are very well aware of their entirely messy history and has used it against them. So I wonder where fake Alan got all that information. Maybe from Ashley Abbott Eileen Davidson, who told the real Alan, and Martin found it in some of his case file notes on her. It's very strange for him to have that deep knowledge whether he's Alan or not, which at this point, I think we all know it's Martin. So Sharon also suspects the kidnapper has a background in psychology, which of course matches with Alan. But Martin was diagnosed as sociopath. And he had a lot of jealousy issues about Alan, and so he actually studied psychology in his spare time because he likes to pretend that he is his brother, and because he's just a terrible psycho. So Chance lets everybody know that they're still searching Havenhurst for clues. They did find some fingerprints, but Chance thinks Sharon should leave town for now just to be safe. Nick thinks she should head to Europe to see Noah Newman Rory Gibson, and Sharon says if she's going to go, she wants Nick to go. Billy tells Sally about what happened with the kidnapping and how they saved Phyllis and Sharon at the very last minute. Sally agrees with Daniel about everybody just leaving this to the police to let them find the kidnapper. Then on Tuesday, March 18th, Lily Winters Crystal Cowell is wondering what Damien Kane Jermaine Rivers is up to. And meanwhile, Damien is wondering what is up with his mom, and he goes to ask Nate Hastings Sean Dominic about it because he heard that Amy Lewis Valerie Pettiford was admitted to the hospital in Chicago where she went to get testing with the oncologist that Nate referred her to. So this could be good news, or this could be very bad news. So we'll see what the brothers do. Alden Novak Nathan Owens does something he shouldn't with Audra Charles Zuleika Silver, and this could start a bunch of drama, and Victor Newman Eric Bredin writes a nice fat reality check to Kyle, and again, he is actively trying to break up Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, and Kyle. But since Claire has been so stubborn, I think Victor is going to start slapping at Kyle. He does know a lot of his weak spots because he's made a study of the Abbotts. And I think he may assume he can get further trying to sabotage them by targeting Kyle instead of Claire because she's not putting up with her granddad's nonsense on Wednesday, March 19th. Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters have some advice for Tracy, so I wonder if she tells them some of her misgivings about her fiancé fake Alan's odd behavior. You know, they're probably going to say, trust your heart, and things like that. You know, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, and Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan have sparks flying on Wednesday. Maybe they're finally going to hit the sheets and Nick gets an invitation he didn't expect. Maybe this is again, go to Europe with me. Or this could be Sharon asking him to move back into the ranch house because that's what she was daydreaming about on Valentine's Day. And Sharon flat out asks Nick about his feelings for her and if he ever thinks about them reconciling. Thursday and Friday, March 20th and the 21st. There is no new episode of Y and R on either day because of CBS Sports coverage of March Madness basketball playoffs going into the week of March 24th through the 28th. We could see Nick and Sharon heading to Europe, or they just might be heading over to get moving boxes on Young and the Restless, because it looks like this reunion is finally about to get started. Speaking of which, Adam and Chelsea may finally have gotten intimate, and I wonder at what point are they going to tell Connor they're dating. Or if they'll not say they're dating, or if they'll skip and say that they are just reuniting. I would think they would tell him something a little less permanent like, Dad and I are dating. Kyle may soon be at a crossroads as Summer continues to wedge herself in between him and Claire, and Summer may get in Kyle's head and convince him that putting up with Victor's interference is just too much. Thus, Claire keeps finding Kyle with Summer, and she may get confrontational with one or both of them because she's not going to let anybody play her. With Phyllis back in town, she and Billy are going to be ramping up Abbott communications to get it started as soon as possible. But that puts them in close proximity working long hours, which could spell big problems for his romance with Sally. And Tracy seems to finally be seeing those red flags around fake Alan. But is it enough for her to take a step back? I kind of doubt that Tracy's going to walk away because she really wants love in her life. She hasn't dated in a while. And here's this guy that up until now she thought was really great. But I still think we have a few more weeks of evil twin Martin playing sketchy games before he is busted on Young and the Restless. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.